Hey everybody, thanks for checking us out today. I have a flute here. We're going to talk a little bit about it. I don't know everything about it, but I'll tell you what I do know about it. Okay? We're going to put it together too. So this is the mouthpiece. This is the mouthpiece. You blow across the top of it. You can blow on a bottle and do the same thing. There we go. So you just blow your air across the top of there. It causes a vibration, and you get a note. Then what do we have? We have this.
Got some other parts here.
We have this center part that this connects to. It goes to this side. And I think you want this to be
in line.
In line, basically with these keys that you can hold down to get different notes. You know, you press these down. So let's see here. I got this all.
Last piece.
Let's add this last piece.
There might be. Is there any more?
Now this last piece has the same thing. It has these little triggers or buttons that you press. Let's put this on here.
And they're restricting the airflow. Kind of like if this was a hose, you're closing it off.
Now, I think you want to put your thumb here just to get started, to get a central point. Let's put some fingers down on these three on the top. I think you put your pinky here to get set, and then these three buttons here. And you basically blow across this, open and close the buttons. And like my brother said, if I need to close this first button in order to close this second button, because the air will come out of this hole until I close it. When I close this hole, it'll start to make this noise. If I close this hole, it'll start to make the further noise down. I close this one for the most part to get started, but it's like a hose. If all the water is coming out of the first hole and you plug it, it's going to go down and it's going to come out the second hole.
Yep.
You plug that one, so you have to plug all your holes in order to make this low note. The more I close of this, the longer my note's going to get, like my string. If I go like this with my string,
he's basically going like this. When he closes these notes, he's shortening this, same as if he goes down the neck of the bass.
Exactly.
This is like he's on certain fret, next fret, next fret, next fret, next fret, next fret.
So it's basically getting longer and longer and lower and lower. So let's try to make a note of it. See how it's getting higher? And I'm actually moving, making it shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Almost you can see it happen. Watch.
That looks similar to what is this, a recorder?
Yeah, this is like a recorder, or this is a whistle. It's got a different little thing here. This one is a flute, and you can use like a beaker. If you blow on a beaker, it's a flute actually in the laboratory, and that's basically the same thing as this. I'm blowing across the top of it like a bottle, but this thing it's
got a little mechanism in there that cuts the wind.
Yeah, it's got a mechanism, so all you have to do is blow, and it cuts the wind for you. Now this
similar to his device.
It works in the same way as a string, as far as if this was my string. And so it works in the same principles as my bass guitar. If I start high,
I'm losing air somewhere. I'm losing air big time here.
So you have to close these holes good in order to keep the air from leaking, because if the air leaks, you won't really get the nice tone that you want.
Now, I'm not sure if this instrument is the same, but I know if you blow different, if you blow softer or harder, you'll get it.
I think so.
It changes the tone and it changes the feel. So
depending on how
fast you make that wind.
How fast you make that wind, yeah. So I'll blow soft and I'll probably get a lower note, and if I blow harder, I'll probably get a higher note. Yeah, so with this thing, I can think about things I do on my bass as far as, let's see, a hammer on the bass. All I'm doing is going from one note to another. That's kind of, check it out. Do it with these first two again. Look at his, that's how a sax would do it too. So, and then look at my finger when I do it. So it's almost the same technique. I can move over there, and if I understand it, I can understand I'm making one movement. So let's check this out. I think this is a chromatic scale. You remember the chromatic scale?
What about the range stick too? Let me add that in there.
Yeah,
we won't even talk about that much yet. We're just going to throw it